much did the captaincy have to do with your season?
Look, I think the captaincy, I just really enjoyed it. It probably made my, I probably enjoyed my footy a lot more because of the captaincy and just helping the team out a lot more was probably, relaxed me in worrying about my game too much, just more worrying about the team. And I guess that's probably why, I've sort of had a better year this year because I was just probably enjoying it a lot more and helping out the team a lot more.
Does it help when things are getting tough, when you're buggered in a game? Do you sometimes, where you might just relax a little bit? Do you think, like, this isn't just about me, I'm the leader here, I have to push through?
Yeah, I guess, with that comes responsibility. With the captaincy comes responsibility, and in games, you need your leaders to stand up. And I guess there was points during this year that, our whole leadership group needed to stand up, and that's probably something that was in the back of the mind. And that's why, I guess, we took forward, took some big steps forward this year is because the leadership group were able to, stand up in big moments, and along with the younger guys who did as well, which was great.
Trev, how much has you guys getting recognised helped improve the whole relevance and look at Port Adelaide nationally?
Yeah, look, I hope it has. We've, I guess it's probably only a small thing individually. We would love a bit more success as a team this year, but hopefully it does help us, become a bit more relevant. But we've got some fantastic guys who can hopefully, join the list over the next few years, and I'm sure they will, and I'm sure Chad will go to another level, and we'll look forward to it.
Chad, have you surprised yourself? It's been an amazing year to go from a second-year player to an All-Australian.
Yeah, I suppose it has surprised me if you said I was going to have this season at the start of the year. But again, it was still thanks to the team playing well, and also I just played my role, and I think working on a week-to-week basis really helped me, and I suppose my performance and having leaders like Boakey definitely made it easier.
Chad, you're standing on the stage last night alongside Ablets and Selwoods and Boaks and these types of guys. What's going through your mind?
It was just a blur. It was pretty awesome. I got to sit next to Gary Ablett himself, so that was pretty awesome. And like I said, it's just such an honour to be in the same room as these guys, and you looked up to them as a kid, and just to be in the same room and be, I suppose, alongside them was just such a privilege.
What did you talk about? Did you talk about footy or talk about how he was a hero?
You're telling them how to kick goals from the bench.
If I was talking about footy, I probably wouldn't know what I was talking about. But no, I just talked to Gaz for a bit here, just about just a bit of lifestyle up there, and a bit about Kenny, of course, with the mutual, I suppose, subjects that we have.
Does it make you wonder how far you can take this?
Sorry, what was that?
It made you wonder how far you can take your career?
No, not really. I think, again, if I look too far ahead, it's just going to do my head in. I think I'm just going to make sure I work on a week-to-week basis. I've got a very crucial 10 weeks of my career coming up and leading into pre-season, so that's going to be my main emphasis and work coming forward.
Achieving what you have so young, though, do you readjust your goals going forward into next season?
I'll readjust my goals anyway, but again, I don't think success or I suppose individual accolades really affect what my goals are. It's still to win that premiership and to actually play well as a team. So as long as I'm playing my role and we keep improving as a team, I think that's my I suppose goals and aspirations.
Trev, Dom talked about the next couple of months being really crucial, and Chad just mentioned it there. Is it something you guys have talked about as a group?
Yeah, we spoke about it pretty much straight after the game. We probably set a standard for our group now, and we said this is where we belong now. We don't want to go backwards from here, and we want to be a part of September. A lot now, and it's what's important now is these next 10 weeks, and we'll enjoy our couple of weeks off, and then we'll get back into our training. We'll have our training programs and get into that, and we've got to come back fit and ready to go again because that's the standard we've set now, and we want to get back there again.
So is that increased sort of guidelines for the conditioning you guys have to come back in, or anything like that?
Look, guys will have individual, programs set to come back at certain weight and skin folds, all that sort of stuff. But as a group, we want to make sure we come back, in pretty reasonable shape, and you got your 3K time trial and all that sort of stuff. And Burjo's handled all that, and I think we've got a pretty committed group that now have tasted September, and we're pretty excited by it all. I mean, the win against Collingwood was something they'll always remember forever, and that we want to be a part of that again. So I'm sure they'll be pretty committed over the break and come back strong.
Was that on the field? Like, you called everyone in straight after the game. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, that's what I spoke about straight after the game, and Ken was the same in the rooms, and Koshi also had a bit of a chat as well. So we're all on the same page, and the players are on the same page as well.
Travis, you got an idea of where the improvement needs to come? Every year's demanding more and more.
I guess teams are probably going to, we'll probably hunting teams this year. I guess teams will probably come after us a little bit more now that, we've made that improvement. We've just got to go to another level in, I guess our fitness again. And look, I think, we'll probably miss out on 2 weeks, of pre-season because of we played in the finals and teams will come back. So they'll have a bit of an edge there. So we need to make sure we can improve in that as soon as we get back. And, I think we can always take our skills to another level. And I think, it was that second half against Geelong, our, contested possession and tackle was, what they beat us with. So that's probably something that, we can look at. But there's always areas you can improve, and, the list goes on because, the Geelongs and Hawthorn of the competition are, they're always improving as well, so you can't stop at anything.
How do you avoid that? Because it's been one good year, then you roll on to a second. How do you make sure it happens?
It comes down to these next 10 weeks. We've got to be pretty committed as a group and, pretty much demanding of each other that we come back in a good state. And I don't think it's going to be too hard because this group has been through so much over the last 4 or 5 years, and we don't want to go back to that position again. And after tasting the success, the finals we played in this year, the guys are really driven to get back there again. And I don't think it's going to take too much encouraging from the leadership group and Ken.
Chad, just what was the difference like between this year and last year? Just talk about the dramatic improvement for the whole club.
I think it's just experience. I had an extra pre-season under my belt, and I think that really helped me. Obviously, my weakness is still my endurance running. But again, I had the legends like Tyson Edwards to try and help me figure out the game and try to read it a little bit better. So just having guys like that, and also Ken have a bit of belief in me. And like I said, it's just having guys like this next to me, Boaky, and guys step up and make it a lot easier, and I suppose someone to live up to.
How much tougher do you think it will get for you now that you're obviously a national name in the competition now? Be a lot more focus on you and trying to stop you next year.
Yeah, I guess so, but I think we got some great players that it's going to be hard to tag us all. I think we got Boaky, Brad Ebert, Hartsey, and it's going to be hard to take us all. So we've got a team where it's going to start to, it's going to be a full team, not just some individuals.
Trav, you made a phone call to Jared Pollard to put a sales pitch to him. Why he should come to the Power?
No, not yet. That's maybe something I'll do over the next couple of days, I think. I haven't had a chance to really do that at all yet, so maybe look at that in the next couple of days.
I mean, you've got 5 vacancies now to fill. What sort of players do you think might add to the Power list?
Look, I think we're always looking to get some young blood in, and we've got a pretty young, close group at the moment, and some young players will come in and help that as well. And I will leave that really up to Parks and the coaching staff. We just sort of worry about the footy side and playing and that sort of stuff, and I'm sure they'll know what we need and they'll get that done.
So what would the sales pitch be? Not just to Jared, but to any player?
Oh, look, I think we're going into Adelaide Oval in a great position. I mean, our membership's at 40,000 plus now, and we've got a group that's heading in the right direction. We're taking steps forward, and and I think Adelaide Oval is just a massive thing as well. It's going to be state-of-the-art facility, and who wouldn't want to play there, and hopefully it's enticing to players to come and play with this group, because it's going to be exciting times ahead.
Well, Jared could do that with 2 groups in Adelaide. Why do you think he would want to choose Port ahead of Adelaide?
I don't know.
No, but
You're going to have to ask him.
What would that be?
Oh, look, I pretty much just said it all. We're a group heading in the right direction. I mean, we've got, I think it was the 3rd youngest list in the AFL, but a committed group who's been through so much, hard work over the last 4 or 5 years, and that doesn't want to get back there. And we've just been so committed to improving this club and this group, and we want success, and we don't want to stop at a semi-final. That's not good enough. We don't want to settle for that. We've got a lot more we think we can achieve.
Is it good being the best team in town again?
We're the best team in town, are we?
They made the finals, they didn't.
The numbers say that, I guess, on the ladder. But look, it's good, playing finals and seeing the Crows not finish in the 8, so it's good.
Chad, did you under a bit of duress towards the end of the season? carry an upper leg complaint, or what happened there in the end?
I think every player carries a little bit of injury, whether it's a corky or anything. But again, I was fighting fit. I was pretty much 100% going to the finals, and I'm still obviously everyone's got soreness from the season, but I'm still working on that.
Chad, was there any time last year when you were thinking, bloody hell, I wish I wasn't drafted here?
Nah, never. I never thought that. I'm always been stoked to be here. I'm home. Got such a young group, and I'm just so privileged to actually be at this club. There's no other place I'd rather be.
Did you think things could possibly turn so quickly?
I think so. I think we always had the talent. We always had the people around us to try and to actually jump up the ladder and play some good footy quickly. I think it didn't shock me this season at all. I saw what we're working towards, how hard we're working in the off season, and I think it didn't shock me at all. No, not at all.
Trev, do you think that talent's within the group to take that next step, regardless of what happens in the trade period, or do you think you need to bring in certain players to try and take that next step?
Look, I think you can always add some players to the group, but I certainly think we've got the group to go forward and hopefully challenge for the top four and go further from there. But you can always add some quality to the group as long as they're right for the club. Our club's been so good at not only drafting quality talent, but some quality people as well who are great ambassadors for the club, and we can always add some quality people to that group and develop from there.
Trev, what was it that, for as bad as it was, that no one wanted to, well, not a great number of players wanted to leave?
I think the big reason was the quality of the group. We've as I just spoke about, the amount of people we've got at this club that are great people is why we don't want to leave. It's a pretty tight-knit group. We're around the same age group, and I think we all realise that the success is not far away. We just need to put a few things in place. Ken's come in, Burjo's come in, Koshy's done a fantastic job, and Richo's been great. So we just need a few things in place. But the group has always been the belief that this is a pretty talented group, and we can achieve some pretty good success.
When you say a few things in place, what is top priority to add then?
I'm saying that the few things that have gone into place are the new coach and Burjo, and that's what's helped this group develop to that next level.
Is there anything else that's needed?
Look, I'm not sure. That's probably something that we'll look at during the pre-season and I guess training and that sort of stuff. But I'm not sure about players and who will come into this group or whatever. As long as they're quality people, and I'm sure Parks and the coaching staff will get that right.
Last couple of guys, if you want.
No, that'll do it.
That's good.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
Yeah, well done.